named his last tour,
This Is It.
This Is It. White people, let me just tell you a little secret, if I could. Have never said this is it. Lil' Kim went to jail for not snitching. Give you that one more again. Not snitching. For doing what your mama told you to do. Some of y'all looking at me like, you not finna talk about Michael, are you?
Named his last tour, This Is It. This is it, white people. Let me just tell you a little secret. If I could have never said this is it. Lil' Kim went to jail for not snitching. Give you that one more G, not snitching for doing what your mama told you to do. Some of y'all looking at me like you not thing talk. About Michael. Yes, I am Katt Williams during one of his discussions delved into various wrongdoings within the industry, particularly emphasizing that many deaths of black artists were not spontaneous, but rather premeditated. Notably, he addressed the untimely demise of Michael Jackson, asserting that the pop icon passing was not abrupt according to reports. Williams alleged that Michael Jackson's refusal to compromise and sell his soul led to his expulsion from the industry, while Michael Jackson's life was marked by well-documented challenges. It was his death that became enveloped in numerous controversies. Despite the tumultuous circumstances leading up to his passing, the focus shifted to the mystique surrounding his last meal. Michael Jackson, a legendary entertainer, remains ingrained in the collective memory as both immensely popular and highly controversial, rising to fame as a child star and later solidifying his iconic status with groundbreaking albums like Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad. Jackson's career was a testament to his musical genius. However, the trajectory of his life took a tumultuous turn, as his personal struggles, characterized by eccentric behavior, reported addiction, and alleged tions of Sia began to overshadow his artistic achievements in his later years. Despite his continuous presence in tabloid headlines, Jackson chose to withdraw from public performances entirely during the last decade of his life. Before I would hurt a child, I would slit my wrists. I would never hurt a child. He totally false. I was outraged. Despite a tumultuous life often exposed in the public eye, the unexpected death of Michael Jackson on June 25, 2009 left many genuinely surprised. Despite the enduring years of unsettling tabloid headlines outnumbering his chart-topping hits, it seemed that the entertainer was on the verge of refocusing on his career. He had dedicated himself to a 50N residency at London's prestigious O2 Arena for a comeback show named This Is It, pledging a lavish look back at his illustrious career. Jackson's fans were unaware of the extent of his health struggles and the race that he and his team were engaged in to prepare him for the stage. This included tackling problems like insomnia and vitamin D dependency that had surfaced in his later years, along with endeavors to uphold a nutritious diet. The specifics of his last 24-hour meals, a crucial aspect often obscured by misinformation, reveal the measures taken to safeguard his well-being during this crucial period. I get the breakfast ready for the children in the morning around 8:30, like that 9:0, and they're having breakfast. And time goes by. On June 24th, 2009, the day preceding Michael Jackson's untimely demise, his last meal at home unfolded in the presence of his family. Despite the imminent This Is It residency slated for London, rehearsals were being held at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, conveniently situated just a brief drive from Jackson's home on Carrollwood Drive. At this gathering, Jackson was joined at the table by his children Prince Paris and Blanket, all of whom were residing with him. Addressing the nutritional needs of the Jackson family was their personal chef Katt, entrusted with crafting health-conscious meals for the pop icon and his loved ones. On Larry King Live, Chase shared memories of preparing 3 daily meals for Jackson, with some being packed for him to take to rehearsals for This Is It. Whether at home or on the move, Jackson consistently gathered downstairs with his children, fostering a familial atmosphere around their shared meals. According to the Associated Press, Chase the personal chef for the Jackson family, disclosed that Michael Jackson's last meal with his children at their home featured seared AI tuna accompanied by an organic salad. This culinary ensemble was complemented by a refreshing blend of carrot and orange juice. It's noteworthy that certain Met outlets initially reported a different menu, suggesting had a chicken and spinach salad. However, these discrepancies appear to arise from misinterpretations of Chase's broader recollections regarding the family's preferred meals. They had a chance to play with their sins, and they're having a great time. They look wonderful. They're happy. And I think it's a great decision and seem very attached to the RMA. Yes, contrary to some mistaken assertions that Jackson's family meal was his final one. Additional witnesses contradict this narrative. According to other accounts, the star reportedly had another meal before heading to rehearsals on the fateful night that would ultimately become his last. The grandeur of this is, it was conceived to be one of the most spectacular live stage shows ever envisioned, as detailed in Randall Sullivan's Untouchable: The Strange Life and Tragic Death of Michael Jackson. The production not only aimed to showcase Michael Jackson's remarkable array of hits, but also promised a visual spectacle with extravagant set pieces and cutting-edge 3D effects. Amidst this spectacle, the audience anticipated Jackson to deliver a performance of unmatched brilliance, singing and dancing at a level he hadn't achieved in over a music decade. Tragically, Jackson's quest to reclaim his former glory faced a setback due to chronic back pain stemming from an onstage accident in 1997. This persistent discomfort led to his reliance on pain medication, affecting his sleep patterns during the preparations for This Is It. The responsibility for Jackson's health during this critical period was assigned to Dr. Conrad Murray by the show's promoter, AEG Live. Dr. Murray, in turn, administered prescription medication to address the pop star's health challenges. Of course, the most hidden treasure trove of his life is with me, but I have protected Michael up till now. Simultaneously, the production crew harbored concerns about Micah Jackson's apparent frailty, particularly given the demanding expectations placed on him. Recognizing the physical challenges of the arduous rehearsal schedule, there was a concerted effort to encourage Jackson to maintain a healthy diet to sustain his energy levels. According to Untouchable, one individual who closely collaborated with Jackson in those concluding days was Ed Alonzo, an accomplished magician tasked with orchestrating large-scale feats of magic for the show. Alonzo attested that on June 24, just before rehearsals commenced at 9:00 p.m., he observed what might have been Jackson's last meal: chicken and broccoli. "I've said nothing that it's been inflammatory about, my friend. I protected Michael, you see, when I had meet him at the house with officials. The expectations placed on Michael Jackson to deliver sensational performances throughout his 50-night residency were monumental, while undoubtedly motivated to provide his fans with an unforgettable experience. Reports indicated that the singer was grappling with significant financial challenges. Agreeing to the shows was viewed as an opportunity to rejuvenate not only his career and reputation, but also his financial standing. Consequently, the early rehearsals proved to be demanding, with the king of pop wrestling with poor health and inadequate sleep causing concern among the production team. Despite the pain and suffering that I've encountered facing these challenges, Jackson was notably absent for several early rehearsals, as the opening night of This Is It in London loomed just a few weeks away. By the end of June, the pressure intensified for things to fall into place, underscoring the urgency to overcome obstacles and present a triumphant performance. During the last rehearsal at the Los Angeles Staples Center, multiple witnesses, including Ed Alonzo, attested to its resounding success. Jackson appeared notably happier and healthier than in any preceding rehearsal, leaving a positive impression on the observers. The session extended until midnight and encompassed Jack's complete repertoire of hits. As the night concluded, there was a collective conviction that they were moving in the right direction. Jackson expressed satisfaction and gratitude to the team, ending the evening on an optimistic note. However, fate took a tragic turn, marking the final appearance of the King of Pop before the team despite Michael Jackson's evident energy and enthusiasm during his final rehearsal. He grappled with issues at home, particularly related to sleep, despite his genuine excitement. And about the quality of the visit performance, calming himself down proved challenging as detailed in Untouchable. Nonetheless, he made an effort to go straight to bed with Dr. Conrad Murray, tasked with preparing medications aimed at aiding the overworked star in getting much-needed rest for his comeback residency between 1:30 a.m. and 3:00 a.m. Murray administered 3 different sedatives, Valium, Ativan, and versed additional doses were given throughout the night. As Jackson's insomnia persisted, Michael Jackson never mentioned a single doctor to me who was treating him with opioids. Disturbingly, reports indicate that Michael Jackson's final request to Dr. Murray was for some milk. However, this seemingly innocent term concealed a more ominous reality. Untouchable reveals that milk was Jackson's nickname for Propol, a medication to which he had developed a dependency due to chronic pain. Shockingly, Murray administered this substance at 10:40 a.m., marking a tragic turn of events in the life of the iconic performer. In an interview with the Associated Press, Kai Chase recounted the unsettling moment the following morning when she sensed that something was gravely amiss. "I thought maybe Mr. Jackson is sleeping late." Chase said, "I started preparing the lunch and